Coffee is so good. I'm gonna say it again. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Coffee is so good. Well, this chat going ham. Hammer time. Morning. Good morning, good people. Is anyone gonna come in? I don't know if I'm gonna be on here too long. And this is funny because, I like to start with sometimes a story time to start with, not always. I just literally got one. Think that if I do live or record a video and I'm in a position like the one I'm in, every time it happens, I'm gonna put it in the video because it happens. I think I'm gonna start pointing it out. Good morning, welcome, or afternoon, whichever is most fitting, or night. You might catch this at night, whenever. Greetings, appropriate greetings for the appropriate time of day. Oh, okay. I am currently sitting in a parking lot. An appointment this morning, finished my appointment. Somebody, please put a kiss in the chat, a kissy face. I'm in the chat if you can hear me, if the sound is good. Please, please put a kissy face in the chat if the sound is good. Otherwise, I have to roll the dice. But if my sound is good and you can hear me loud and clear, please put a kissy face in the chat. And my phone is going ham. The work chat is going hammer time. This right now. Excuse me. So let me tell you, I'm gonna start with a little story time if you want, or kind of current situation. So I'm in between appointments, and so I'm sitting in the parking lot right now, in a parking lot, I should say. Now, mind you, I know that I'm only going to be sitting here for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna go on to this other appointment or whatever. But I have time. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna sip my coffee. I didn't want to sit outside of there, so I went to the store that's nearby. Uh, when I tell you that I am parked so far away from the store. Now there's hella cars there, so I don't know if they got one hell of a sale or what. But from where the cars are parked, I am way back. As a matter of fact, let me count them right now. How close I am to the end. One, two, three, four, six parking spot. No, does that one? Yeah. Six parking spots from the end of the aisle. Now there is a car to my right, but there's no one in it. Now there's other little shops across the other way, so for all I know, somebody could be in one of those shops. But mostly there's no cars where I'm parked at. But this happens all the time. This is why I'm talking about it. So a car pulled up two spots from me in the other direction. And she was digging around in her car. And I thought, that's an odd place to park. Well, maybe she's going to sit like I'm doing at the back of the parking lot, I suppose. No, she got out of a car and she went in the store. And I watched her walk, and I'm like, damn, she getting her steps in today. I thought myself, I parked where this park car is. There's nobody in it. It doesn't matter. I park back here so I can just sit here and do what I do and mind my business. Instead, I got company. And since I've been recording this, another gentleman has pulled up and parked across from me. Now, as I look straight ahead to the opposite side of the parking lot, diagonal from where I'm at, there isn't a car in sight. So I want to move down there. But based off experiences, I feel like if I park over there, then cars are going to start parking or sitting over there. But I just wanted to sit here and mind my business and record a live real quick while I have time before I go to my next appointment. Now, I always pose questions y'all don't always answer, but if you want to, do you ever park far away from the other cars? Like when you're going to sit in the car for a minute, then all of a sudden it seems like people are parking near where you parking. Is that like a norm? I mean, have you had that experience? I should say. I'm not going to say is it a norm because I have been known to park at the back of a parking lot in between, or I'm waiting on so whatever it is. And every time you park way the hell away from everybody else, here comes somebody. Now, this guy that just sat here, he's getting ready to pull off, but he was dealing with a device. So, see, he just normal. He pulled over away from everybody else. He was tinkering with a device, and now he pulling off. He might be like a Uber, Lyft driver or something like that. Not park your car way, way, way far as away from you can no, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but I promise you on everything, it happens all the time. And one day, I was actually doing a virtual appointment and I went and I drove and I parked somewhere and I was sitting. The building was closed, but I knew the building was closed at that time. So I had already planned that I would park there, do my thing or whatever and keep it pushing. I don't even want to tell you that that was a Karen kind of day. Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome, welcome. It was a Karen kind of day that day. Do you want me to tell you what happened? I don't think I mentioned it on here. I was so absolutely frustrated. I was sitting and minding my business. I was in my neighborhood. That's how I know the building hours. I drive past there all the time. So I parked and I'm doing my little thing, virtual or whatever, got my device propped up, doing my little thing. And Karen came and parked dead across from me, dead across from me. And she just sat there and was looking. So I took my little sun visor and I flipped it down. And then I put something in the window in front of me because I was like, I don't have time for Karen today. Okay, pause. Why somebody just parked directly next to me with their window rolled all the way down? I can't do this. I can't do this. You know what? I'm too stubborn to move. I was getting ready to move. I'm not about to move. I am annoyed though. What is wrong with people today? Like, oh, why are you moving? Why did he park directly? He pulled up on the driver's side. He pulled the opposite direction in the parking spot directly next to me with his window down. He gangster. I'm just trying to mind my business and shoot a live real quick. I think I'm gonna have to close this out and come back and do my other live in a different one. Like this wasn't even. I just wanted to shoot a live real quick since I got a little extra time, sip on my coffee or whatever. I was not trying to get distracted. What the hell? You know, Karen can. If anything, he a damn Keontae. What the hell? Keontae need to mind his damn business. No, I can't believe this man just literally he pulled in slow motion, trying to act like he wasn't looking, casually looking. He parked right the hell next to me with his daggone window rolled down. And now I didn't pull away. And guess what Keontae did? Keontae left. I don't even know where he went. I saw him there and now I see he done pulled off. I didn't see exactly where he went. Keontae was gonna sit next to me. Yes, girl hustle or whatever. What is wrong with people? Done. I'm absolutely done. This man parked right next to me with his window all the way down and was just gonna sit there. Keontae need to chill. Jeez, what is going on in the world today? I don't even want to tell the Karen story no more. I can't even believe what this man just did. Moving right along, let me get to the part that made me go live before I run out of time, and then I have to go to my appointment. Like, bro, this is craziness. Well, first of all, before I tell my story, like figured I'd not only park away from everybody else, and I didn't want to sit over here because I don't want to stick out like a sore thumb and draw attention. Because another time I was parked and I was at the far end of the parking lot for Whole Foods. And I had a little bit of time, so I just sit there for a minute. And I probably have been sitting there like 30 minutes or whatever, and I was on the phone. And the next thing I know, a woman parked across from me, and then she went in Whole Foods, and then one of the Whole Foods employees came out. I didn't know he was coming to where my car was until he walked behind me. I looked, I said, "What is he doing? Why this man took a picture of my license plate?" Bro, dude, are you serious? I don't know what's wrong with people. The world cannot be that bad, messed up, and people cannot be that paranoid. Like, what the heck? I'm gonna have to park more closer to some vehicles and shoot my live real quick before I go on and do what I gotta do because, geez, let me just maybe if I sit right here, maybe I should be closer to the cars today. So Karen can and Keontae can leave me the hell alone. Look, and guess what's funny? The strip that I parked, the car next to me, somebody sitting in it. The car next over there, somebody in it. He probably like, dang, people get on my nerves. He probably saying that about me right now. I ain't even see the man sitting in the car until I parked. I'm gonna sit here and shoot my lot. What time is it? Okay, yeah, I still got a little bit of time. And I end up going live, but what I was really initially gonna do, I was getting ready to put an order in so that when I'm done with my appointment, I can come back and have them loaded up. You know, one of them orders for pickup because I do not feel like look. Man pulled but it looked like he leaving. I hope I wasn't disturbing him. I didn't turn around and did what other people do. I didn't see him sitting there, but I ain't had my window down. Like I was just gonna sit there and ear hustle. Like I'm not talking about anything interesting, but it is also the principle. So moving right along. I said I was great. Put in an order for pickup after my appointment is over, but I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna shoot this live. I don't know if I'm gonna end up going in the store. Maybe I'll just put my order in and pick it up later because I still have to end up going to the store regardless. But I- when especially now, I'm tired and I really don't feel like it, but I have other stuff to do and I got to do my hair. So I will like order certain items that I don't mind if someone else picks them for me. Um, I'll order items where it's like, okay, for example, like drinks. I don't really care if you grab my cases of drinks, but I don't want you picking my produce and we don't need any meat. But meat and stuff like that, I don't want nobody picking that kind of stuff for me or whatever. So I will order the stuff that I don't mind grabbing and then go in the store and get what I need so I can shorten up my time in the store. I don't know if anybody else does that or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, so let me move on. Let me get into what I actually came out here to talk about, which is West Indy. West Indy. I talked about West Indy last night. I went and peeked over at West Indy's chat this morning because I figured that she had responded to Will, her baby daddy, who did an interview last night. Of course, West Indy responded. I didn't listen to West Indy's entire response yet, but if I did, I wouldn't have had time to do this by the time I would have finished it. That's number one. Number two, I could just react in bits and pieces. And I think that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to react bit by bit. So here's the first part. Excuse me for the long pauses. I'm drinking my amazing coffee. Mm. West Indy, that Marissa. I mean, West Indy Marissa. West Indy started off by saying F the content creator. F that lady. Of course, she took personal shots at her. She sound old. What if she's old, Marissa? You still got a bummy life, and she may not. She be oh shit. Hold on, y'all. This live gonna be choppy because the work chat is going ham right now. And she said the oh, okay, cool. Boom. They got something going on that needs to be taken care of. So the chat is going crazy. So thank y'all for being patient with me. So anyway, and hopefully it's not interrupting my stream because it's not like I'm at like on home Wi-Fi. I'm sitting in the car. It's just that, but even okay, cool. So boom, but I already did mine. So work chat going ham. I have to stop and read the messages. They keep popping up. I don't have a notification off for that. I hope that it's not disturbing the live. I guess I'll find out when I listen back so that I know for the future. But it's not anything I could really do. I have to have that active during the day. And whatever is being discussed is time sensitive. So anyway, back on topic, Marissa always focuses on the wrong things, and that's why, in my opinion, Marissa has a piss poor or low quality life. That's my opinion. Um, she called the lady old. Maybe she is old compared to Marissa. Okay, what did she say? She said, okay, wait. Hopefully this don't mess up my live. Damn, why they go I gotta look at this message. I'll be right back. Excuse the pause, please. Thank y'all for your patience. I think that might be towards the last of the messages. But anyway, Marissa, she focuses on the wrong things. She lives on the surface. That's one of the reasons her life is the way it is. She was mad at the questions, but I think that the questions that were asked of Will were good questions. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was some prior conversation about what could be asked and what couldn't be asked. And the reason that I say that is because he's very sensitive, he's very egotistical, and he's very much so I he gets triggered easily. And I've seen him be on panels or get interviewed, and sometimes it doesn't end well. But he remained cool and calm. He was able to say what he wanted to say, and it seemed like everything went well. So, based off past experiences, as far as viewing him on someone's panel, it leads me to believe that there was some approval of what would be asked of him. Or my other speculation, because I don't know, is that she's also seen him, and so she decided to approach him a certain way because it's obvious that he is fake and egotistical. Tilo in the house. Hey, hey, welcome, welcome. Welcome in. Good morning or good afternoon. Happy Friday. So Marissa wasn't happy with the questions. I believe that there were some really good questions asked. And a lot of it was him freestyling, taking an opportunity to respond to the things that Marissa said. And he was allowed to do that. And I think that was really, really good. See, some people, they don't know how to interview people. They have their list of questions and they're going to get their questions off. So when people start to freestyle, they cut them off. They ask the questions. They try to keep them on track with what their vision for the interview was. I don't think that's right. Either you decided you're going to keep it to a certain amount of time and you're going to get these questions answered, or you let them freestyle. And in his case, he was basically responding to Marissa, but he gave more information than she had shared. But if you ask me, then he revealed, oh, is she a driving instructor? Okay, y'all, pause. Somebody else parked directly next to me, and then they had pulled off, and then they pulled back. I can't, maybe she's a driving instructor, so I am going. I can't see the driver, so. Mm. Anyway, um, he revealed. I was saying he told. I try to. Okay, pause before I continue. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna have to block people out. I tried to park away from everybody and mind my damn business so I can do this real quick before I go to my next appointment. But people keep parking next to me. Jeez, directly next to me. I'm not even all the way at the back of the parking lot anymore, but I'm still one, two, three, four, 5 car spots away from anybody else. Damn. And I'm so far away from the center of where the door is. Jeez. It's distracting. It's distracting. Back on topic. I'm gonna stay on topic. I feel like it was good for him to answer those questions because he revealed a lot more about himself. And I feel like not what he intended to reveal. See, you will have people like him that communicate information a particular way, and they want you to hear their words surface level, and they don't want you to hear past their words. But you have to look past people's words sometimes. Like his, for example. She was screaming and cursing at me, so I put her out the car. She had a toddler with her and she was pregnant with your baby. There's nothing you're going to be able to tell me to make that okay. And you left something out. Were y'all into it when you picked her up? I want to clarify something as well. Yesterday I mentioned the Christmas Eve where she said he put her out, and then I mentioned how he mentioned Thanksgiving. The way I said it would lead you to believe that I was saying he didn't put her out on Thanksgiving. That's not what I meant. He put her out on Thanksgiving with groceries and then told her, according to Marissa, that he went and ate dinner with some other lady that's supposedly just a friend. But he also put her out on Christmas Eve in the middle of the night. She had to wake the kids up with the gifts at his house. And he said, now this is what I referenced during the interview. So I wasn't saying he didn't put her out on Thanksgiving. I said the way he said it, because he was like, he tried to say something about Thanksgiving, but he roped Christmas Eve into it, but he made it seem like it was Thanksgiving. It happened Christmas and Thanksgiving, from my understanding. And he said that it was the reason he put her out is because she didn't have any presents for his kids. But he didn't say whether he had presents for her kids. He didn't say that. And Marissa said that this man has not purchased anything for her children. And I believe her. And I'm going to tell you why I believe her. Because as much as she talks tough, it seems like she got some people pleasing tendencies. She desperately wants things to go right with that man. He knew that she wanted marriage. He dangled it in her face in a gaslighty carrot. Look at this gas covered carrot. It's lit up with gas. Marriage, 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 marriage. You're different. I did this different with you. You're not like the other 5 baby mamas before you that I'm not with and gifted everybody a child. For some reason, you're supposed to believe me. When I tell you that I'm different, I'm a different man, you know. And so she was like taking it. This is just my opinion of what may have happened, that okay, I was wrong for not buying his kids any gift, even though he didn't buy my kids any. So for Valentine's Day, I'll make it up and I'll buy all his kids Valentine's Day gifts. But it really just makes him try to make himself look better. So where he give the she get to get the kids the gifts, but he gets to go behind her and control the narrative. I'm just speculating, right? Because if you've dealt with a toxic person, they all come from the same playbook, right? It don't matter if they, in her case, is a toxic on again, off again boyfriend. It could be a toxic friend. It could be a toxic add-in, toxic blank. The blank is filling relationship. In my opinion, they all play from the same playbook. And so one of the things that toxic people do, like in that situation, where he would allow her to do that and then say it's from her, but go behind her back and say that it was from him. Look at what he did trying to save face with the groceries. Yes, I'm gonna keep bringing it up. Oh, those anonymous groceries was from me. So the one time she received anonymous groceries, that was from you. You didn't put your name on it. But you want to be like a big man with a big chest and stand on other things. Look, I got a car. I'm almost 50 and I got a brand new car. Well, it took you long enough. I got a condo, even though it's an apartment and there's a difference. I got a condo. So if it was a condo, which he's in an apartment, okay, because that's what he said at first. But now, and then he switched it over to start saying it was a condo. That's why I say that. Um, if it was a condo, and he keeps leading with condo like you did something. This is normal adulting, to have a place to stay. But remember, he was just homeless. But like he said, he wasn't really homeless. He was like in a program. No, it's a program for homeless people. And when you first got shown up on the scene, you admitted you was homeless. Now it was a program that he graduated with honors. How the fuck do you graduate being homeless with honors? I know they give you training and stuff like that. I understand that. That man, something wrong with him. Let me get back on track because he weird. Um, Tilo said, "Wow, see, I haven't heard that and show up here and there. He there he lives are oh his lives are too long. Yes, they are. They are. And he don't be talking about nothing. Nothing. Oh, she said I was just peeping in over there. Yeah, too long, and he doesn't be talking about anything for real. A whole bunch of cap, a whole bunch of I'm successful, a whole bunch of I did this, a whole bunch of my car rental business is this, a whole bunch of and when he drags the baby mama, he dirty deletes. He'll come on and call her everything but a child of God or the woman that birthed his baby, and then he'll turn around and delete that so he could turn around and be fake positive. I don't want to call him a fake Christian, but I just think that he is one of those people who thinks that um playing strong Christianity um will get him a certain level of access that maybe it didn't before. So I'm just going to say it. Judge me if you want to, throw stones if that's what you choose to do. But I believe that he's using religion as a form of manipulation. I didn't say the man isn't a Christian, but I do believe he's using religion as a form of manipulation. That's my opinion. I don't take it back. And so, mm, look at the time. I got to wrap. I got to wrap soon. So let me bring it all the way around. Okay, because I wanted to mention those things, and then I wanted, and I'm talking about his interview, and I will be back to talk more so about her responses or whatever. But of course, he comes into the conversation when it comes to that. So, him with his long live capping lives, and his back scene of a fancy bathroom in some fancy establishment, trying to give appearances, or like I said, in his corner that was super plain with cheesy furniture and a white wall, that he finally put something on because people were saying something. And then he put those I think he still got those albums behind him or whatever, which should have gave me a signal. I don't know if it's still albums or whatever. I don't really be paying attention to it, but I did when it first changed. And he's in that little corner and keeps it fixed on that same one spot, because when he got there, the rest of the stuff probably wasn't even furnished. And I'm going to say something too. When he, going backwards to him before I go on to what I'm going to say about Marissa, speaking of his apartment slash condo, when he got into it with Marcus, Marcus clocked it. Him and Marcus went at it on live. They did recently, a few months ago, but that is not the first time. When he was trying to dwell in the manosphere, so was Marcus. At first it seemed like they was okay, but him and Marcus got into it, and I knew they wasn't gonna be okay, because the type of personality he displays, there's no way he gonna be cool with the dude that was smashing, who was his woman at that time. In between him and Marissa hooked up. Him and Marissa broke up because it's been a revolving door this entire time. Then Marissa and Marcus hooked up. Then Marissa said she had BV. And then apparently she took whatever it is they give you, or did whatever it is that you do to clear up BV, I guess. She said she had it. She went to the doctor, so one would only assume she cleared it up, right? And she just had a baby. The baby seems to be okay. So hopefully she don't have BV anymore. Here's the thing. Why she always talking about everybody all in my business, and why they always talking about me, and they need to buy their own business. Because if you come out on social media and tell motherfuckers you got BV, we gonna talk about it. You should have kept your business to your damn self. While you over here trying to put a hit on Marcus, it puts one on you, because you slept with that homeless man, and then you slept with Marcus, and then you slept back with the homeless man, and then you try to get sympathy like she think everybody's supposed to feel sorry for her, and told everybody that you had mother stinking BV, which is literally stinking. Right? Because somebody else said something about BV. And I went and looked that shit up. I'm like, BV? I heard of it. I didn't know shit about it. Apparently, according to WebMD, it make your kitty cat smell like raw fucking fish. Raw fucking fish. That what it said. It said you got a discharge, and it make your stuff smell like raw fish. Have you ever smelled fresh fish? Anybody? Fresh fish straight out the water. I don't know if that's what they mean by raw fish, but that's what I imagine. Right? Because if you get frozen fish from the grocery store, you get it from the meat counter, it might slightly, or maybe not, because it's really not supposed to. But when you get a natural fish from his habitat off your hook that you gonna put somewhere, and then later prepare it and put it in your belly, boy, that thing got a distinct smell. It's not bad. It's just how they smell. Well, so when they say raw fish, that's what I imagine. So, message, Marissa, message. Hold on. Where's that button that I saw the other day? Is this the one? No. Is this the one? I think this is it. Okay, wow. Watch this. Listen. Okay, you know what? I realize now that's how they do that. I was trying to play around with a button. So this is what I want to say to uh Marissa, if you don't want people talking about you, stop telling your damn business on here. And then when you say salacious things like, I had a boyfriend, then I slept with the homeless humper, then I popped up with BV, which also makes people know that your kitty cat is smelling like raw, uncleaned fish, and you are having a discharge, and then you trying to bop back over to the boyfriend, and you literally think that people aren't going to talk about it. It's called delusional. The girl is damn delusional. And she always talking about how damn cute she is. I'm this cute. I'm that cute. Y'all mad. Y'all just jealous. Nobody is jealous of a homeless bebopping thought who has caught BV and goodness only knows what other STDs that may have come on board when you raw dogged two people back to back. Come on, girl. How many baby daddies are you trying to gift? How many children you're trying to have? Good night. Nobody wants to be you. Literally, what she needs to understand is nobody wants to be her. She doesn't even want to be herself, in my opinion. She would rather trade places with a woman that has a certain type of lifestyle. You can see what she wants. That white picket fence, probably the homemaker. You know what I mean? She want to be the cute wife and all that other kind of stuff. But nobody wants a lifestyle or a life of sitting online begging people for money all day, every day, coming on live looking like you just woke up, showing up the entire time you pregnant, looking overly stressed over a bum. The man is a bum, fighting and arguing, constantly accusing every woman of wanting him, claiming everybody is jealous, and that's what the problem really is. When in reality, what's really going on is not too many people really want him, and it takes a slow bus rider to really feed into, in my opinion, the narrative that he's pushing to her. He's obviously doing things to make her jealous because he knows she has a jealous spirit. She has to have a jealous spirit, or she wouldn't go to first immediately to everybody's jealous. Nobody wants to be you again. You don't even want to be yourself. Something is wrong with her, really. She needs therapy for real. I have to say that because every first response is somebody is jealous. And she even said that about like I said, she said it about the hostess, that the hostess is jealous and she probably some old lady. But what's wrong with being an old lady if you lived a good life and your life is together? They be tripping me out with the so-called insults that they call themselves throwing at people. Like, is that really an insult? Youth isn't getting you anywhere. So how can you throw youth around when it's not helping you? You talking about who cute and who not, but that's not helping her either. So it's insignificant when it comes to her situation and her battle. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, on to the next thing. When it comes to Marissa and the stuff that she was talking about. She said that, she can show her baby. She doesn't have to not show her baby. She made a choice for privacy reasons not to show her baby, but she has shown the baby. She's delusional. How are you saying you made a choice not to show the baby when you showed him? And then the picture of um Will kissing the baby, it's enough of his face shown that we can see what the baby looks like. When she's been on live plenty of times, she's shown that damn baby. But because she falls for gaslighting and lies, that she expects everybody else to. No, dear, you're the delusional one. Nobody wants her life, not even her. Tilo said that's exactly what it is. She has been told too many times that she's pretty and not enough about how being smart is important too, right? That's why she is obviously looking like she's entitled. Is that what it's supposed to say? I think it's supposed to be entitled. Yes. But and you know something? I'm not gonna call the girl unattractive. When I was watching her sit there, like when I was looking at it this morning, and she was talking about cute, and attraction and jealousy. I immediate Because here's the thing about me. I'll look at a person a million and one times and never really pick them apart like that. Like I'm talking about just be looking in detail at you. I won't, because I don't care. And even in talking about Marissa, I've looked at her. She said, right. She said entitled. Okay, yeah. I've looked at her and I see the stuff on the surface. I didn't really look deep. This morning, when I tell you, as she was talking, the things that I was noticing, and I was trying to put myself back on track, because I'm like, when I tell you how real I'm being to say that I don't want to pick this girl apart, it's a back and forth in my mind, because I say what I want to say, but I'm not going to say it because she might hear it. And I know she's wildly insecure. And I don't want to contribute to that, because I'm not talking about her as a goal to tear her down. And I've explained it the other day. The first go round, the other channel, when I was talking about her, I was just really not happy with her because of the way she was treating that oldest child. But something has changed, and I really feel bad for her. Maybe I'm able to see her in a different kind of way, and who she is mentally is really, really sad. It's sad. So in terms of like attractiveness, she showed a picture of herself at a younger age. And when I tell you, she smiled with her mouth closed. She looked like a little model. She sure did. And she got that a dark complexion, but she got a Caribbean kind of glow to her complexion, right? There's certain kind of darker complexion that have like a sort of glow to it. Her skin, she got a great complexion. Okay, and her face be mostly appears clear on camera, like she got clear skin. And when she showed that picture of her, I said, damn, she really was looking like a model. She doesn't look like a model anymore. And again, I'm going to be selective in what I say, because I really don't want to tear this girl down physically, because her looks don't matter. They don't matter. So it's no point in me saying anything. But she looked like a model. So my speculation is, of course, others saw it. Like she always talking about how cute she is, and everybody told her that. But you know what? I think she's ran into the people who take advantage, the men that take advantage of the fact that she's attractive, especially the ones once they realize that her head is filled with air. You know what I mean? And then, especially as in her younger days, it's a young man and he realized you an airhead and he realized you entitled and you think you so attractive and that's supposed to get you everywhere. But is that the environment she coming from? Because it doesn't sound like it. So you around people who work and hustle and get it or whatever, and maybe they wanted you to do something. Even if your aspirations, even if it was what it was, you want to be a housewife, whatever. I don't know. Cute isn't pretty is not enough. Even the pretty people, if they don't say it, it's something behind the scenes that they are saying or doing or whatever to hook them. It's gotta be, because pretty isn't enough. It's a certain formula to hook them and make them stay and be the right one, not the one that's gonna dish you, dog you, disrespect you, put you out, go and do social media interviews, call you out your name in your face, call you out your name on social media, um drag you, you know what I mean, disrespect your children by putting y'all out in the middle of on the side of the road, putting you out of their apartment in the middle of the night, drawing you to their apartment with groceries just to put you out, knowing you don't have transportation. You got your way over there with all those bags, and then they left you hanging. I'm guessing that's how she got there. But he put her out, so obviously he wasn't helping her. Pretty isn't enough. It's got to be more to it. But that picture she showed, I said, wow. Wow, she was gorgeous. She definitely looks different, and she be looking stressed as hell. And she gonna have to get it together. First thing she needs to do is stop letting that man stress her. The second thing and sometimes when the man when if she paying attention to him and that's not helping her with ignoring him, I was like, oh shit, let me watch this time. Then she gonna have to erase him. That's my opinion. I don't know if somebody else got a better answer. But if something is stressing you and you have control, erase it. Eliminate it. No, she can't get rid of him altogether because he is the father. But she could give him a list of what he can do. One, the baby's last name is going to be mine. Two, you sign the birth documents. Or three, you find out what's next. Because if you going to take him to court and do all those things, you don't tell him. Surprise! You've been served. That's how you find out. Don't tell them the next thing. And stop telling social media what you gonna do. Because when she be telling social media, I'm like, is she really this goofy? Or is she just trying to hope that he'll see it and do something different? Because ain't no way you was supposed to tell social media that you was going and filing child support. You supposed to sit back and let everybody talk crap about you for not filing child support while you low-key secretly filed child support. And then everybody will find out when he goes to his social media and get to calling you all the stuff he normally call you because surprise, you've been served. That's how that goes. Mm-mm. See, that lady this, that lady that. You mad at the wrong person. This should be about him only and not the interviewer. And the other thing about it is also if she was focused and playing this game right, even if she was pissed at the the fact that he had a platform other than his own to speak and be interviewed, she would focus on him, whatever it was she said, so please check. Okay, cool. My bad, y'all. If you haven't been here the whole time, the work chat was going ham at first. It has slowed down, but every time it pop up, I gotta read it. But mm-mm. Just don't you? She would put all of her attention on him if she was gonna say something. If she was, I say don't. Personally, I feel like he gets what he needs somewhat from her responding. Do you think he didn't think she was gonna respond? Absolutely, he did. So what she should have done, unless there was some straight up blatant lies that she really, really, really felt strongly that she had to clear up, don't focus on the interviewer. Only clear up those lies. Do not mention him. Stop calling his name. Say what you got to say. Don't give him another name either, because it's just like it's his name. Call him, that guy. Say the basic minimal things you got to say. Fight this silently with child support. Let him get served. Go all the way through to them garnishing wages from his Panera check. Smile in his face. Play nice. Sneak some pictures if you see him in his uniform. I don't know. I'm not saying she should, because us that aren't connected shouldn't be putting them out there like that. But if she want to fight and win, I put his at I would put him so far out there. I tell you where he worked, what his job was, what his hours are. I tell you every damn thing. Since he want to keep calling her out her name and making her look, she is seeming crazy. She been seeming that way. But since he want to fight, go to the depths of hell and see who can go the lowest. I don't fight on social media, but if I was out there and I was fighting, if you go fight, make it worth it. This man got you looking real bad, but he got secrets. How dare you come at somebody? Hold on. Dang, this chat. Boy, oh boy. It says, don't you love when people reply all? Oh my gosh, it's crazy. I ain't looked at my email since I've been sitting here. She, since he want to fight, a win is a win. Do what you got to do to win. Oh, that's what I was about to say. This man literally has secrets. He literally has secrets. And she's sitting on them. Tell his secrets. She already told some. He said that he was upset that she out here talking. He said that he hadn't told everybody that he has 6 kids and 6 baby mamas. I promise you, on one of his interviews, I really believe that he had said that 2 of the kids had the same mom and the rest of them had their own mom. I want to say that was back. I think that was the interview with, I forgot, that one guy in the manosphere. The one guy, and I'm going to think of that guy's name. I believe that's what he had said. That's why I kept saying I believe that to be true. But she done ripped the band-aid off and told everybody, like, nah, bro, everybody got their own mama. All the kids got their own mama. He just wanted to be like, sharing is caring. And he didn't like that. But why? Stand 10 toes on your truth. You out here trying to dog this damn chat, boy, I tell you. It says one thing they trying to get that done. These people need to come through. I'm not mad at her. She says, okay, cool. Good night. Um, shit, I shouldn't have read that out loud. Hope I didn't actually say it. But anyway, he he's sitting on secrets, and he over here trying to fight with her. He over here trying to make her look like a bad mom. He over here talking about save the children. He over here talking about he want to take her newborn. Girl, if you don't tell every bit of everything you know, since he want to try to expose you, it's exposure season. A win is a win. Does she want to win or not? I can't tell. She don't act like she want to win. But see, the other thing about it is the way she's moving so carefully, it makes me think that she still is hoping that they'll end up getting back together. That's what I really think. That's what I think. I think she's hoping he'll get back together, and I wouldn't be surprised if he hadn't given her hope, but she got to know her worth. It's good to be pretty, but pretty isn't enough when you don't know your worth. Like Tilo said, that she's been probably been told many times that she's pretty, and not enough being told about um being smart, being that it being smart is also important. And I believe that to be true. She got to realize you got to be smart. You got to have some drive, cuz like I said, even pretty girls that accomplish something have drive. You got to have drive and goal. Even if the goal simply was to be a model. She wanted to be a model so bad that she modeled in 1, 2, 3 X type stuff, full on corn. You know what I mean? And she talking about they saying that her kids will grow up and they'll see it. So my kids don't watch me. Yeah, now, but when they're older, they might. You know what I mean? And also, somebody might identify the kids because they're on social media and be like, "Oh, snap, your mom is a corn star." I mean, I wouldn't say star, but she's been featured in some. I watched your mom the other. Could you imagine the kids being in school? How you know how kids are? when they find stuff out. That would be horrible, and I hope that that does not happen to them. But I'm just saying that she has to be realistic and prepared, which is not something that she has done. That's not something that she's done. So, Tilo said she seems to really want to be with him. She seems so pressed. She desperate. It's sad. I really feel bad for her. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because it's a young woman with a new baby. It wouldn't matter how old she is. She was going through hell while she was pregnant. Pregnancy is hard on your body. And then she um delivered the baby, and this man is just giving her hell. So, it didn't get any better, her getting pregnant. It's only gotten worse, and that's really sad for her. And I do feel bad for her, but she too goofy and airheaded to listen, to take any good advice, and I think to do anything other than what she's doing. Because any woman that would say, "Girl, you listen, remember hell, what was that? Boomerang?" The movie was Boomerang, and oh, my phone about damn near fell over. The movie was Boomerang, and Eddie Murphy was bringing the different women in and out of his apartment, and Tisha Campbell's character. What you looking at? Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Well, people weird in parking lots. I don't know what the world they came to. You hear me? This man didn't park in a position, and I got my phone propped up on the steering wheel, and I had seen him parked in a couple of places, and then he pulled and parked behind me a couple of spots over. He was just sitting there. So I backed up. And I backed up, and he was looking at me. So we sat here and looked at each other. And now he done got out the car, and he on his way in the store. Stop being weird. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. What is wrong with people? Can I mind my business and drink my coffee and sit in my car? Oh my gosh, or today. He don't have the store uniform on, so I don't think he works there. Mm-mm. It's weird. It's weird, it's weird, it's weird. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what I was saying. I lost my track. Now I'm trying to think, what was I getting ready to say? I was going to say, I was saying something about her wanting to, oh, I know what I was going to say. I was getting ready to say that, like, people, no, anybody that would try to help her, if it's a woman, she's gonna take it like the woman wants him. I don't know how he's convinced her that women want him so bad. He not even, my opinion, if you haven't seen him, I plan to get into my StreamYard and do a better I want to do a better reaction to the two situations. I can't, I really want to do it today, but to be honest with you, with the way this day is, because I was thinking about going live later before I spontaneously did this, but I end up having a little bit extra time. I was gonna go live while I was braiding my hair. So it may not be so easy for me to do what I want to do because I have to use my hands to keep clicking or whatever. Whereas if I'm sitting here talking like this, I could easily be braiding my hair. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Easy, easy peasy. Cause by the time I go live, I'll be anyway. So moving right along. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that, but I wanna do it a little bit differently. Then you'll be able to see him if you haven't seen him. He To me, what I'm trying to say, he don't look that attractive to me. But I'm a very biased kind of person. Like if I'm looking at you and I'm like, I guess this what I'm about to say could contradict what I said about Marissa. Marissa, in that younger picture, she was stunningly gorgeous. I think I would say she was very gorgeous. But at the same time, maybe the younger her wasn't a bum. Just knowing somebody a bum to me kills attraction. Like if you was looking at somebody to be like, oh, that guy is so handsome. If you know that guy a bum, what's a handsome bum? No. What's a cute bum? She a bum. How you cute if you a bum? Bumminess isn't cute. But, everybody got their own way of looking at things. I don't think he's that attractive. Even if he wasn't a bum, I still don't think he would be that attractive. And then on top of it, he looked like life might have kicked his butt a little bit. And then on top of it, um, but also finding out that he's closer to 50 versus 40, um, also kind of makes a difference because I was looking like, damn, that was a hard 40. I thought he was around like 42. I was like, damn, that was a hard 42. But then finding out that he's closer to 50, I'm like, and real close to 50, I'm like, that does make more sense because he showed it looked like no early 40s to me. And then he looks like he's short. Like him and Marcus is probably looking at each other eye to eye. Yeah, he definitely looks like he's short. And then on top of it, like he a bum. And he seems toxic. He seems the little bit of self-esteem Marissa might have had, I'm sure he didn't got rid of that. That stuff is gone. That stuff is gone. That little bit of self-esteem she had, he didn't help get rid of that. Look at the way he treating her. And he's not a good guy. I don't care if you mad as hell at her. You didn't just put her out. You put her and the kids out on multiple occasions. You calling her evil. He's evil. That's ridiculous. And then they asked him about giving her a ride. Okay, look, I gotta wrap this up though, for real. So I'm looking at the time and I'm getting to the point where I need to wrap. So I ain't gonna go into that, but mm, I just want to say that, like, oh, what is my phone doing? Hold on one second. Let me check. I gotta check my phone real quick. Uh, oh boy. Okay. Mm, uh-huh. Let me see something real quick too. It was something else I wanted to say. Huh. Eh. I'm gonna have to come back and say something else. Cause I opened up YouTube on my other phone so that I could see something. Cause I wanted to see something else that I wanted to say real quick. But for all these distractions took away my focus. I can't remember what the other thing was. All these damn weird people. I should have parked here, the damn grocery store. Too much damn activity. Everybody going into the market. Want to park right next to you. Let me see. Hold on. I have to look at something real quick. Um, so that I can say it. Next time I just take me the two things. I guess if I'm gonna sit in a public place, I'm gonna have to add me a note or two, cause like who knew I was gonna be that distracted. So, oh, this is it. Okay, right here, and she got a tank top on, but she ain't got no bra on. She is a thirst trapper. Okay, hold on. Let me see, cause I need to see something. I need to see something real quick. It was something else she said that I wanted to say something about in this, but I'm running out of time. So let me see. She said, hold on, you might hear her voice then. Oh, here you go. Wait, press the wrong button. Okay, wait. Hold on. Listen to this. Okay, this is it. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. Okay, I found it. I found it. I found it. Okay, here we go. Oh, I didn't mean to play that. No, that is not. I didn't mean to play that. Why she's so mad? You see, sound old, voice sounding annoying. But what does that have to do with anything? If it were true, I'm not saying it is. It's not my opinion. But my point is, even if somebody is what she just said, I bet. But are they sitting online begging every day for rent in order to pay their bills? Do they have three baby daddies that are completely absent and you still begging? Are they dancing and twerking it? Oh, that's what it was. I couldn't remember the second part. That's what it was. I don't have to play it anymore until, I come back and I do it the way I want to do it. Cause I literally gotta wrap up. But that's what it was. I couldn't remember what the second thing was. Is this lady dancing and shaking and putting her boobs out there and putting her ha-has, advertising, and all while having a brand new baby, and got a father of her children dogging her out and talking about save the children and presenting her as an unfit mother to social media and not helping her financially, but contributing to the bad part of her situation and her mental health? Not that we know of. So, and was that her situation when she was younger? Not that we're aware of. So, what do the things that she said about the interviewer have anything to do with the point that she's a miserable, begging bum who keeps picking baby daddies that aren't going to be there and they're going to stress her out and give her hell and then leave her, or just leave her? But either way it goes, she's stuck with the children. Another message. What is this one? She's stuck with the children. Will when I oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. As soon as I get off of here, the chat gonna dry up. I promise you. As soon as I get off here, this damn chat is gonna be non-existent. It's gonna be crickets. It has nothing to do with it. So in conclusion of this part of my reaction, I want to say that the other thing is Marissa has a problem with people talking about her dancing and all the little thoughty little thirst trappy little things that she does for attention, and she's saying that they jealous. She went on a rant about being jealous, this and that. She jealous. I guess since I got it up I can just let it play. But she said they jealous. I think I can let it play and then I'll still have enough time. Here we go. She walked away. Hold on, let me get it. When she came back. He said so the baby daddy said that she's using the baby as a ploy for sympathy in order to get help. So what she's doing is begging for donations on a daily multiple daily basis. She's asking for cash apps and donations to her GoFundMe to help what she claims is a over $10,000 rent debt, and that they have said they're going to evict her. The eviction court date got changed because it was initially a week before she was due to give birth. So then it got changed, and it's apparently she got 4 months, 4 additional months, is my understanding of it. Um, so, um, she's putting the baby, showing the baby. I think she's trying to tug at people's heartstrings. And the baby daddy said that, but he said it in an attempt to smear her. But again, in my opinion, the things that he said about her make him look bad, not just her. Because if your baby mama is out there begging and hustling, showing your baby, why don't you do something to prevent her from being in that situation? And it could be as simple as her moving in with you. You claim it's your condo, right? Why can't she live there? You the one who impregnated her. So she who impregnated her. If the baby came to fruition, here we got this brand new baby born, and he don't think it's his responsibility to save her. If it's an apartment, you got an issue because you got a lease, and then you got to go and make all those changes. But if it's a condo, you could move who the hell you want to move up in there, right? I know they got HOAs and all that other kind of stuff, but do the HOA tell you who can live in and out of your condo? I doubt it. So if you want to go with the condo narrative, you're taking away the cover of why she can't live there. Just save her from it. And then she paid the back amount she owed, which would be, I think she said like 75% is 7,500. The amount due was like $8,000, but they wanted 75% before they'll let her do a payment agreement for the rest of it. But he don't want to save her and her children. We trying to make her look bad because she's sitting here begging on a daily basis. They both bums and they both look bad. That's just my opinion. The moment you enter an agreement with somebody for them to have your child, then you have an additional level of responsibility when it comes to them. And the fact that she already had children made her a package deal. You don't get to just deal with her and your child because when you got with her, you accepted the package. That's my opinion. I'm pressing play. I'm pressing play. They both look bad. In case that didn't come all the way through. That's my point. And I do believe she's using a baby for sympathy. Go. She walked away again. I'm trying to get to the next part, but I gotta wrap. Let me press play though on this real quick. So, what was I saying? Yeah, using my children as a weapon to try to get help. This is not my first child. Like, I have kids. Like, that's relatable. I'm not. It's not like I'm a woman with no kids asking for help on social media because we're all single women. Don't have no children that gets on the internet. And ask for help. I'm not kiss people's ass because they like what I'm doing. What the hell are you? Let me see. Let me see. This is my life. You're what? Because that's what it sounds like. You're judging at the end of the day. And it sounds like you actually don't like it, which you don't have to like it because it's not your life to live. So you have to speculate and be like, oh, I think she's doing this. Okay, pause. That's good enough. Here's the thing. If she didn't care about the judgment, then she wouldn't keep talking about it. Why is everybody so jealous, jealous, jealous? Because they got something to say. You are begging, you are using your kids for a ploy. That's why she got that newborn baby there. Oh, if she wasn't, then her title on the screen wouldn't be like single mom of newborn and two boys. Why are you leading with that and putting him on screen all the time? Oh, my baby, I just love you. I'm behind on my rent. Can you guys donate to me? Can you give me money? So it doesn't matter if single, unattached women do it. It doesn't matter if other single women with kids or whatever their status is does it. None of that matters when it comes to her, because the conversation that I'm having here is about her. I'm not currently talking about anybody else. She is a bum. She is using her children as a ploy for sympathy, especially that newborn baby, because people would be like, we don't want to see a woman out on her ear with a newborn. So they might donate and try to save her, when what she could do is go get a job, which Will did also say, but Will could also help her with babysitting and all of that. Because if she does go get a job, that brings in a whole other thing. And she can't get a job right now because her baby is less than 6 weeks old. And why would you want to do that to a mother that's with a, almost 4 week old baby? You know what I mean? But once the baby is a couple of months old, then she has to figure that out. And hopefully her figuring it out does not involve um her leaning on that oldest child to do a lot of care for her newborn. You know what I mean? Hopefully she does it right and does it safely, especially because she's low income. She could probably get some like monetary assistance for childcare, and she could go get a job or do something for herself. Her saying that social media is her job, for a person like me, it doesn't sell me. It doesn't make me say like, oh well, social media is her job, so she does have a job. Not when social media isn't paying your bills and you're still begging. You're not one of these multi-million number channels that get enough money to live off of. Even somebody that's not a multi-million channel, like a Marcus or somebody, clearly he's surviving off of whatever he makes on social media, even before the spicy content. So exclude that. If she was at that point and then she just needed help, that would be something different. But she's not there. So this might be your job, but if this is your job, this is like one of those low paying jobs where it doesn't pay you enough. And if it doesn't pay you enough and you have like a job where you go clock in somewhere or something like that, then you have to end up getting another one or do something to supplement the income. And in her case, the so-called social media check, I'm sure she gets one. And what she's doing to supplement that so-called income is to beg people. Okay. Well, she can't compare herself to someone that goes and works and makes enough money to pay their bills. Because the folks that are out here begging are begging, and beggars are going to be talked about. That's just how it goes. If she didn't care, then she would stop worrying so much about who's talking about her, and she needs to take it down a notch and like really learn to listen. Some of the women are just trying to school her to the game and put her up on game and kind of build her up. She need to find some self-love. And the moment that she loves herself, it'll be very clear. And you know how it's going to be clear? Cuz she'll get rid of a will. If she loved herself, she'll never deal with a will. She already did it. She can't undo what she did. But if she finds some real self love, she will not tolerate a will. She will not. She already made a baby with him. So if he mans up and signs the document, then she'll have to deal with him as far as possibly visitation and stuff like that. But other than that, if she finds some love for herself, she will never entertain a will or any type of wills that are worth walking planet Earth. And so I done sat here and talked. I wasn't even planning to be on here as long as I have been, but I do have an appointment that I need to get to. So I absolutely have to wrap up. I do want to say thank you for everybody that came in here. This was only going to be part of my reaction. I do have more of a reaction. I ain't even watched her whole video yet at this point anyway. But thanks everybody for coming in. If you want to, drop some words of encouragement in the chat or in the comment section, please do. Some words of encouragement. And if I see, like, whatever comments that are there, I will read them on my videos. I don't think that she'll listen because she swear everybody won't will. I'm nowhere near will, and you know what I'm saying? I'm talking. I have to say it because every time a female say something, she just want no, no. You know what I'm saying? That is not what's happening. It ain't no, some of the women that are talking are, well, I was gonna say that, like, you assuming that everybody's evaluating you is even on the market or available. That's not it. It's we see you being goofy and know that you deserve better, and you don't even see it for yourself. Even as a bum, she still deserves better. She still deserves better. And she has to see that for herself. But anyway, I got to wrap. I could keep on talking and talking and talking, but instead, I really do have to wrap. So again, I'm going to probably end up closing by saying something. I really want to. Hold on. I had to pause. My bad. I want to thank y'all for coming in here. Y'all know I'm sitting in this parking lot like, let me see. Do I have another story? I was gonna say if I do, I'll save it for the next time. But either way it goes, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for your patience and everything as I've been clicking on the damn work chat and trying to multitask and all that kind of stuff and get this in real quick. I don't know if I'll be back after my appointment is done or not. I'm not really sure about that part. But anyway, I hope y'all are having a really good day. I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all day. If I don't see you back over here, if you did not double tap that screen for a like, please, if you don't mind, can I get a like? It's my birthday season, it's Aries season, and it's almost my birthday. Come on now. Period. It's my birthday weekend. It finally got here. Happy birthday to all the Aries. Okay, up in this piece. Listen, we came, we did our thing. Okay, our season is on the downturn, but I feel like it's been a really good season. Happy birthday to all y'all. Turn up. Happy birthday to me. Okay, yes, period. So I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all day. And I am definitely wishing y'all love, blessings, and peace. And with that being said, I'm going to catch y'all on the rebound. I am out of here. Peace.